If you're a young man and you're only spending time with other men, you're not sharpening your mind. You're circling in an echo chamber. Here's the truth that no one tells you. Growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from contrast, from friction, from intelligent women who force you to think before you speak. Leo Tolstoy saw this over a century ago. He said, "Nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of intelligent women." And today we're unpacking why those 17 words might just be the cheat code to becoming not just a better man, but a deeper one. Chapter 1. The Echo Chamber of Men. When young men only spend time around each other, they create a closed system. Everyone agrees, no one questions. The same stories are recycled, the same bravado rewarded, the same blind spots ignored. In that world, ego grows louder, but wisdom grows silent. We confuse strength with dominance, confidence with arrogance, and success with attention. But here's the thing, iron sharpens iron, but only if it's different iron. Surrounding yourself with sameness doesn't make you smarter, it just makes you more stubborn. Chapter 2. Why Tolstoy said what he said. Tolstoy wasn't preaching romance, he was prescribing transformation. He believed that intelligent women reflect back your ignorance, not to shame you, but to shape you. They bring a different kind of intelligence, emotional depth, verbal precision, perceptive insight. They see through you, and if you're willing, they help build you. A man around intelligent women learns how to challenge his own beliefs, listen without reacting, speak with clarity, not just volume, express ideas, not just opinions. Because intelligent women don't compete, they confront, not your value, but your vanity. And that confrontation, that's how growth begins. Chapter 3, the masculine identity crisis. We live in an era of performative masculinity, lifting weights, hustling, wearing the mask of alpha. But all of that collapses the moment you're around someone who isn't impressed. And intelligent women are never impressed by noise. They notice substance, they ask better questions, they point out contradictions, they watch how you treat others when you're not being watched. And most importantly, they challenge the parts of you that are still undeveloped. The modern man is often strong physically, but fragile psychologically. He avoids challenge because his identity can't handle it. Tolstoy's message was clear. Put yourself in rooms where your ego doesn't feel safe. That's how a boy becomes a man of depth. Chapter 4. What happens when you're always agreed with? A dangerous thing happens when you're always surrounded by people who agree with you. You stop evolving. Every conversation becomes a pat on the back. Every idea becomes truth. You're not being refined, you're being reinforced. But refinement comes from resistance. And resistance comes from people who see the world differently. Smart women will stop you mid-sentence and ask, "Why do you think that? Where did you learn that belief? Have you ever considered the opposite?" And in that discomfort, you get sharper. Not just intellectually, but emotionally. You grow not because they agree with you, but because they don't. Chapter 5. Intelligence isn't just IQ. Let's be clear. When we talk about intelligent women, we're not just talking about academic credentials. We're talking about emotional intelligence, depth of character, intellectual curiosity, moral clarity, communication skill, inner stability. A woman who reads not to show off, but to understand. Who doesn't just react, but reflects. Who doesn't idolize you, but respects truth more than charm. That kind of intelligence, it exposes you. And if you're wise, it elevates you. Chapter 6. The myth of romantic motivation. Too many men hear this and think, so I should date smarter women to level up? Wrong. This isn't about dating. It's about discipline. Seek out intelligent women not for validation, but for vibration. To tune yourself higher, to engage in better conversations, to unlearn the nonsense you've inherited. Some of the best growth doesn't happen in romance. It happens in friendship, in mentorship, in dialogue where you're not trying to impress, just trying to understand. Growth isn't always sexy. Sometimes it's a quiet conversation that makes you rethink your entire worldview. Chapter 7. choosing company like your life depends on it. There's an ancient proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. But let me add one. If you want to go deep, choose your company with intention. Don't surround yourself with people who make you feel good. Surround yourself with people who make you feel real, who expose your flaws without mocking them, who help you build strength, not just a shell. Tolstoy wasn't romanticizing women. He was warning young men. Don't confuse strength with stubbornness. Don't mistake comfort for wisdom. And don't fear intelligence. Seek it. If you're a young man, here's your challenge. Spend more time in rooms where you're not the smartest. Ask more questions than you answer. And let intelligent women sharpen you, not flatter you, because ego can be built in isolation. But wisdom is forged in connection, in challenge, in listening. As Tolstoy said, nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of intelligent women, not for romance, but for growth. If this message stirred something within you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Someone else might be walking the same silent path, waiting for a sign that they're not alone. Stay grounded, stay thoughtful, stay awake. For more deep dives into philosophy, the human experience, and timeless truths, subscribe and turn on the bell. Wander the void with wonder, question deeply, think freely. Until next time, embrace the silence and let it speak.